Packers offseason. If you're a Packer fan, you got to hate sports. Listen, I can wrap my brain around Brian Gutekunst, the general manager of the Green Bay Packers, not giving Aaron Jones the franchise tag. What I cannot wrap my head around, if I'm a Packers fan, is that it appears to be another offseason, not only of the Packers not giving the legendary Aaron Rodgers anything, but allowing a stud player like Aaron Jones to walk out of Green Bay with zero in return. Jones is a star. He's a terrific runner, an outstanding receiver out of the backfield. The numbers for Aaron Jones, they jump off the screen. Green Bay should be in the business of winning championships and in the business of giving Rodgers whatever he needs. But listen, this is par for the course for Brian Gutekunst. And it's sad. I want Goonie to prove me wrong. Sign Aaron Jones. But let's be honest. The writing was on the wall last year when he inexplicably wasted a second-round pick on Aaron Jones' replacement. And this was on the heels of reaching and trading up for a project third-string quarterback in Jordan Love. This was on the heels of not signing a veteran receiver for Rodgers in free agency. I mean, think about how much better the Packers would have been last year, would be right now if they would have drafted someone like Michael Pittman, T. Higgins. He was catching passes last year for Aaron Rodgers. If they drafted a linebacker in round 2 and then prioritized Aaron Jones right now. Fact is, Green Bay is really at the top of the list of teams that need Aaron Jones. Number 1 on my list. But he would be brilliant, and he would be difference-making for the aforementioned Miami Dolphins, for the Arizona Cardinals. How about the Buffalo Bills, and also for the Jets? When I talked to Jones on my SiriusXM radio show before the Super Bowl, he made it crystal clear he wanted to explore free agency, wanted to get rewarded for his excellence. Well, that has ex-Green Bay Packer written all over it, which would be dreadful for my guy, Aaron Rodgers. Wow. New Texans head coach David Culley addressed the media from Houston, Texas today, but he might as well have been on Planet Delusional. Culley reiterated that Watson is committed to Houston. And like our good friend George Costanza would say, it's not a lie if you believe it. The timing and juxtaposition of it all wasn't lost on me. David Culley met the media today, the same day as Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores. And if you listen closely to both press conferences, you come away thinking there is a much greater chance of Deshaun Watson starting the season as the Miami Dolphins quarterback than in Houston. Now, earlier in the day, on Jim Trotter and Steve Weich's Huddle and Flow podcast, Culley said of Deshaun Watson, he is our starting quarterback right now. Things happen between now and then. We will see what happens. And by things, he of course means Watson digging in, not showing up. As you know, I hate this for Houston. Watson is a superstar quarterback. When I say hate this for Houston, I'm talking about the fans. But this relationship has been burnt to a crisp, and that starts at the top. I blame Cal McNair. I blame Jack Easterby. In theory, you would never deal Deshaun Watson. In reality, you have to, especially with a new GM and a new head coach. Enter Brian Flores and the Miami Dolphins. Now, Flores today said all the right things about Tua Tagovailoa and about his football team. And by the way, I happen to agree with it. I still believe in Tua. I thought his rookie year at quarterback was normal. It was average. There were positives and there were negatives. I would never, in theory, give up on Tua. I'd bring in a starting running back like Aaron Jones. I'd sign a stud wide receiver, an offensive lineman. But Watson changes everything. I agree with what our guy Phil Simms said on the Adam Schein podcast this week. Miami is a Super Bowl contender in 2021 with Deshaun Watson. Flores is a remarkable head coach. I voted him Coach of the Year this year. Miami has the bushel of picks and Tua to make a deal happen. Trading Deshaun Watson to Miami makes the best of a terrible circumstance. Duke's basketball season is over after a positive COVID-19 test within the program. Athletic Director Kevin White said this afternoon that the positive test will end the Blue Devils' 2020-2021 season. And that means Duke's streak of making the NCAA tournament ends at an incredible 24 straight years of making it to March Madness. Honestly, I just feel terrible for Duke. They bludgeoned Louisville last night. They should be playing right now against Florida State, and I was on my SiriusXM radio show this morning at 9 a.m. saying I thought Duke would beat 15th-ranked FSU, and that would be enough to, again, get back into the NCAA tournament. Now, it's not going to happen. Coach K released a statement saying how proud he was of this team, how disappointed he is that the season cannot continue and he can't continue the fight with his Blue Devils in the ACC tournament, while adding the cruel nature of the pandemic. And he's right on all of it. Duke has had such a wild year. I really thought they were going to punch their ticket tonight. What a bummer for Duke, the great Duke fans, and all of college basketball.